Okay, so this one is not going to be only about pushing, but about the approach to a 1v1 and the art of, well, I will call it the art of split pushing and split fighting effectively. So what we see here is a video that I've uploaded of myself playing as the Swedes against Xaveria's Dutch in the Treaty League. It was random civs, it was a fun match. The point is how I'm going to play it out to succeed eventually. So what you see on the minimap is I have split my army in two parts. I have a bunch of stuff on the far side, causing him to react with a lot of pop, and I have a camp set up in natives. Knowing that the Dutch start army is definitely superior to mine. What you will also notice is that I have not positioned any units in the center. I did scout units of him in the center though. So this is the easiest way for me to make an easier start fight. Basically just idling a part of his pop by ignoring it. I have no purpose to be in the middle right now, and I know that most of the time opponents will rather react to me than act themselves. So what is really important in 1v1s is the psychological aspect. You have to make your opponent panic, surprise them, scare them. If you do that, they will stop acting themselves and will just constantly react, and you have the game in control. And that's pretty much what's happening in all 1v1s. It's no critique to my opponents. I know that I forced this behavior, that's my intention. I will still go over how I do it. Alright, so the game starts. I'm not really focusing on the actual raw mechanics in this game. I know how to base up. You will see me do stuff very quickly, very reasoned. I seize vills, so I want to kill them before he gets up a wall. I know my units are fighting. I know I'm inferior in start army, so I've got to be quick on the base. I haven't positioned anything in the center, so all I'm going to do is put down some walls. I put base down in the natives, and I put base down on the side. And I start putting down one wall as well, and I immediately start spamming more units on the side. You can see I kind of survived over there. That's pretty much all that was necessary. Taking a small corp trade. He even has more corps there, so it's not really a very good one for me. I don't know. Oh, actually, somehow it was fine. Alright, so you'll see I will also target the vills. I will spam on all fronts. The start isn't easy because you have to stabilize against someone who had a much bigger start army, so you're gonna have a hard time doing so. Snipe the vills again. Need to get just rid of all walls he could intend to place. Okay, right now he needs a pause. I'm actually making use of that. Getting some actions in. So he's with his, I don't know, 30-40 pop in the middle, not really doing too much right now. Just like hanging on my walls, which is exactly what I want. So my game plan is very easy here. My best way to win is kill his natives. And killing natives is probably a much easier win than getting in eco, because in eco he can still have base in his eco and defend. But if I kill his natives, I get a lot of extra percentage over pop over him. So what I'm gonna try to do is, oh, and I actually forgot natives myself, the upgrade. So what I'm gonna try to do is split him and his attention over the entire map within short time periods by splitting my focus. And that way, forcing him to lose control over one section. So for the beginning, I will just start spamming on both. The middle is kind of becoming a threat right now. OQ or Horsard. Ziv is obviously a really good player, so he's not gonna let me idle him forever. He's gonna make use of that pop eventually. But what it does is, I see that he is focusing that middle, that he's approaching it with mortars and halberdiers. So I immediately start pressuring very hard on a side that is very important, and he is not defending at all right now, which is the natives. He's trying to wall them, so I snipe the vills, and I'm going ham on that side. You will notice I'm not really fighting on the far side either right now. I will completely focus the natives now. I still have some pop here. I want to slow him down, but I'm not trying to actually win the entire engagement. This is kind of getting important, so I'm queuing up 5 foresight over there. I don't want units in my base. But the 5 foresight should be enough to stop it, is what I'm telling myself, as there is really no corpse there, so course out behind walls should kill everything he has. And indeed it does. So I see some units getting into my natives. I see I have to wall that. Starting up to base more forward, knowing that the native is where I pressure, and he's backing up, so he sees he can't really get in there. There's trees, there's everything. Meanwhile, I just continue pressuring the natives and kind of just survive on the side and middle for now. As long as he has his focus, I can see that he micros or moves his units in the middle. As long as that is the case, I know that I can focus my attention on the natives. Minimize the amount of actions needed to deal with my opponent's main focus, and maximize on, well, destroying where he isn't paying attention. So now I see I have a lot of pop left in the middle. So I will want to somehow make use of that correctly. I wall off the natives now. The pressure in natives is over. He's completely reacting to that. He got me there. So instead, I use the left pop that I've left over from the middle and maximize my value on that. He has like, what, 40-50 pop there right now. I will go in with my 100 right there. Even though he's dodge and has more pop than me, I will be the one overrunning him in that small area for now. Again, here I just try to prevent him from going much forward. Need to get my walls up. I just want a safe position. This is not really doing anything. And you saw me queue mortars on the side. I'm not sitting still. I see he has units in 2 sides of the map right now. Guess what? I'm gonna attack the 3rd one. I'm gonna again split his attention away from where he is. I see he's backing up. He's preparing to get all his armies summoned at the same spot again. We don't want that. Again, I see he's getting more stuff in middle. Okay, he's sending his corps middle even. So I'm gonna stop engaging middle. I'm gonna run from the 150 pop. I'm gonna go to the side. You can see my mortars are there. I should send some shipments, please. And I'm gonna actually run on the side with the DC. Oh my god. And I'm gonna go Nats again. Waste his attention, waste his units, make him walk instead of fighting. Okay, losing that horse out is not too much of a big deal. I didn't really intend to fight in that position. Instead, I will immediately berserk on the side. Force a reaction right away. On both ends, actually. The quickest reaction unit your opponent usually have for running is cav. So you always want to send anti-cav to splitting, forcing them to make slow units. Slow units, slow reaction. Again, he's still not completely off middle. He doesn't really know what to do in this position. Again, he sees that I'm approaching his both base and natives right now. So he has to decide what to prioritize. Let's see what it's gonna be. So I see Horsad now. He's committing to defending his base. Therefore, not really protecting his natives all that well. You can see his attention is on the side right now. You can see he's moving his cannons. So what I do is I move back. I move back on the side. I waste his attention again. I catch some units off guard. And instead I focus natives again. almost kill the post. I'm getting that horse out. I'm doing some good work right there. And again, his units are idle. Useless. He's gonna have to move them across the entire map. Again. So instead, I just walk towards middle again. I'm gonna catch these 3 units. And kill those instead. Meanwhile, I killed a native. I reduce his maximum population. Which is the best thing I can do. That's my exact goal. That's what I said. I distract by pretending to try hard into base. And instead I focus the easiest win in a 1v1 on Andes. Killing natives. There's no easier win than that. Meanwhile, I will wall off the sections of the map that I don't need so much. Which is the middle. I just want to slow down potential counter pushes he could prepare. I'm still annoying him in the middle. As you can see, I am the one outmassing him everywhere, despite him being dodged with more pop. And that is because I kill a native, and I waste his pop everywhere. Oh, I remember these 5. I don't think these 5 mortars will be great. So I was considering a big push in middle, but yeah. He had culverins left over on the sides, so he's going to use them. I mean, making the mortars is not too bad, because they can actually shoot units, so... It's not really a waste, but, yeah. So, right now I am still focusing the natives in the middle, but as I said, you just saw he's bringing back his pop from the side to the middle and the natives. So, he's gonna slowly start trading more effectively again. And what does that mean? Exactly. I retreat on that end, and I go ham on the side that he left again. Back to pushing that. We're not gonna stop there. Force him to go back. Force him to move instead of fighting. And again, when this... Wait. Let me get a couple of seconds back. When you see this position, what I see many people do that I watch that are good at treaty, or reasonable at treaty at least, is they will use their mortar and target the wall, target the base. Forget about that, that's irrelevant. Target the native, you can reach it from here. Target the native. It's the exact reason why you are attacking in this position. Not because you want to kill 1 out of 16 Rexes, it's because you want to kill the natives. You want to destroy the maximum amount of population. Meanwhile, as I said, again, re-attacking the side. And it's not enough to have 1 mortar on that side. That's gonna be like him thinking, oh yeah, I can ignore that, that's 1 mortar, that's not doing anything. You have to force a reaction. Either you actually berserk these sides, or you pretend to berserk them. But you don't play around. Okay, so K-Shot is actually amazing, because it kills everything. So I see his horse out is there, so he does know that this is probably coming. But still, he has a lot of pop in middle. And the composition he has in middle is quite weak. Which is why, again, he's probably trying to focus, save some units. He just spammed Reuters, so his attention is in natives right now. But he just has no pop, and no good counter to my stuff. Meanwhile, you can see the walls are opening up, so this is actually becoming a threat now. The base is back up. He didn't clean it up correctly. Yeah, it's threatening. His Horsard is what saves him right now. I can't truly engage Horsard. So, I'm not sure if I even end up queuing Culverins. I have them on this end because I saw the Horsard. But yeah, now I will just try to berserk that. It's open. It's legit open. So, yeah, I'm going in. And when you approach someone's eco like that, they will get scared. Yeah, you get... Did you just see that? Did you see that? He just... Wait, let me show you that again. He just drag boxed... Yeah, he just drag boxed all that part of the army. This entire bubble, you can see, is about to move. So he's scared for his eco right now. There it is. This entire thing has just been drag boxed to eco. He knows that I see this is open. He sees all my mortars. He knows this is about to be engaged big time. And as long as his units are moving, they're idle basically. They're not fighting. And units that don't fight are useless. Meanwhile, I saw that he just drag boxed all that unit amount. I even have my culverins there. I'm ready for the Horsard. He hasn't seen any culves of me the entire game, so he's not making culverins by default. Which is good for my culves right now. They're like a surprise. But again, meanwhile, I prepare the opposite again. I prepare pushing the natives. I'm even queuing up culves for it. I see he's trying to wall it, which is smart. He just wants to lock down sections of the map, but I won't allow that. I'm here to pressure the natives or the eco. No in between. So now I'm really threatening to just run in, so he's trying to quick wall it, and he offers me his Horsard, kinda scared that I was gonna get in with the Huss. But now, as you can see, the natives are dead. Now his entire attention was really eco because of how close it was to getting in. Now there's nothing else he can do to save it anymore. You can see there's still tons of units running in to protect his eco, but I'm actually not even producing anymore. I'm just backing up. I am in natives, and I'm not gonna leave them. Because now I'm actually in. Now he has his entire army to move to natives. And I'm already there. I have a mortar taking down the native. I'm about to reduce that pop. I'm about to take out both natives. I'm about to take them myself. And I have the mortars. I have all I need. He does have some Horside over there, but it's not protected very well. That's not gonna do much. It's just gonna die. And yeah, did you see that? He has idle pop everywhere. He's forced to switch his attention so quickly from one spot to another because of how much I pressure him that he actually forgets to move his entire army. He still hasn't closed his base. I have pressured him so quickly that he actually still hasn't closed anything. This is still a threat. I can still use that. I can still bait it around. And that's exactly what I'm doing. So now I have these culverins. Again, he's in walls. Horsard is the only thing that can save him in walls. His best chance to come back is always artillery. So I just make some culverins and go like, yep, I'm gonna take out the artillery though. And it's clear that when you just move around your entire army, you're not going to be in the micro mood for artillery. So easy trades. And yeah, again, now I just take fish for the game. And I have his natives, and I'm just running into his eco pretty much. And this is what he calls it. It's over. There's nothing left he can do. So obviously, this is his Dutch, right? This is not his strongest civ. This is also Sweden. Sweden is also not the strongest civ. But this is the same principle, the same way I play in any matchup, pretty much. There may always be some matchups where I have to be the more passive part or the more aggressive part. But this is the way I play 1v1s. This is the way why I'm good at 1v1s. I control the game, and you control the game by using your mind. The mechanics don't control the game, they win the game maybe. But only by split pushing and focusing different angles this hard, you keep control of the game. You can have control of a heads-up fight by winning culverin wars, but that doesn't mean you have locked down the map. That doesn't mean you have control over the entire game. your opponent can always try to suddenly force a fight on another side. So the only way to know that you're not getting attacked on a side is using that side yourself. And that's how to approach 1v1s and the split pushing. That's it for now.